how do you balance family and startup life? I think startup life is different versus work life. Am I correct? It's hard, dude. It really is hard. So I recommend, and I've mentioned this a million times before, but always, this is messy, but you always write a schedule, one day in advance. And I schedule always time for family, friends, whatever, exercise, sleep. Clearly I didn't sleep enough last night, but I schedule everything during the week. And with startups, it's hard. Here's what you got to do. I find the best business people on the planet, especially a lot of billionaires I used to work for in finance, and I won't mention who they are, but they're very unemotional. It's like borderline Asperger's syndrome. And that's a good thing for them because they, at least the way they are, their demeanor, because they never get too happy when things go well, but the opposite is true. They never freak out when things aren't going well. You got to keep your emotions in check. And Dale Carnegie said that you have to understand that people quite often are creatures of emotion and not creatures of logic. And if you can keep your emotions in check and be greedy when others are fearful and fearful when others are greedy, as Buffett said in business and with the stock market, you'll do exceptionally well in the long run. And I mention this because with a startup, the highs and lows are extreme, dude. Just get ready for a roller coaster. And you got to keep your emotions in check. And what I did was I kind of meditated a bit so that whenever I came home and I touched the doorknob, the front door, the second I touch it, work out of my head, gone. I leave it at the office, right? This is when I work for other people. And also it's not fair to your kids, and I'm a hypocrite because last night, Dylan and Matthew, my two younger children, said, "Can you spend time with me tonight?" And I said no, because I was trying to set this thing up really quickly. So I'm a hypocrite for that. But you got to kind of leave work at work if you can. And I remember, I think it was 2010. Matthew was 5 at the time. Yeah, 2010. And I would come home from work and he'd say, "Daddy, did you have a good day at work or a bad day?" And if I said it was only okay, right? He'd go, "Oh," he'd walk away. And when I said it was a good day, he'd light up like a Christmas tree, like Tweety Bird, and say, "Oh, great, Daddy, can we play baseball in the backyard together?" So I taught myself to kind of leave work at work if you can, and leave your emotions in check. Leave your emotions in check. And just know that with a startup, it's not like a corporate job. Like a corporate job, you can leave at 5 p.m. or 4, whatever it is, and just know you'll come back tomorrow and do more work. But when it's a startup, it's so hard to be able to say, okay, enough is enough. It's 8 p.m. I'm stopping this. I might do the work, go on the treadmill for half an hour. I'm going to spend time with kids, with family, with friends. Okay, on the weekend, on Sunday, that's a family day. I'm taking it off. I know there's tons of work to do, but it's the best investment I can make is investment in my family or investment in my sanity by taking time off, right? So you're going to have to schedule a lot if you want to be very, very successful. And you're going to have to know when to say enough is enough for each day to focus on the rest of your life or other aspects of your life. And that's why I do in that one pager, which Akil, I know you've downloaded. We've talked about it many times before. I always write at the bottom there, did you schedule time for family? Check. Sleep? Check. Not check for me today. Obviously, I'm tired. Friends, that sort of thing, just to be very well balanced. And that's why I really believe that you got to schedule your days.